Hello there, this is Patricia from Pinky's World, and today I'm back with Kendra's Card Challenge 3 Christmas edition that I'm doing, and this is the layout. I can't small one. I did print them out, but I can't find them. They're in this heap of a studio somewhere. So the two pieces that you get are this paper C, which is the blue one, and paper B, which is the green one. So that's what we're going with today. It is a nice wee layout. I've done it before in the other cards, so be sure and check that out. It's great to get ideas. But you know that I'm following along with Penguin Place, and I'm going to use the wee penguin today and these wee antlers. I've gone with fresh freesia. What do you call that? Freesia. Where is my... Oh, this place is in such a mess. Even though I'm crafting so much, you don't get time to tidy. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. There, fresh freesia was right. One of the new in colours, and it just tones in perfectly with these Penguin Playmates papers is the ones I'm using. As you can see, I've written down fresh freesia is perfect match, so that's what we're going for. So for the background, that's this panel here, the grey panel. You can either leave it white or you can do something to it. The measurements are all there for you. Just do what you want. You know I like to emboss in the background when it's showing a lot of space. So I have gone with a swirly embossing folder. It's an old Sizzix one from years ago, but it works perfectly for me today. I just want swirls of snow with the wee penguins. I went ahead and cut a piece of white card to mat this up onto. I'm just bringing it right up to the top, and it's going to sit like so. This one's not going to be matted, but I do love the stripes in it, so it's going to sit in this section. So we're going to gather, and we'll maybe do it the way I usually do it and stick it all when I'm ready. This is the base. We're going to stick this to this before we go any further and keep myself right, otherwise I'll get all mixed up and do it wrong. These papers are just absolutely beautiful. If you get the chance to get them during celebration, which starts on the 3rd of August, please do. They are really beautiful papers. Great fun cards, great for making cards for kids or anybody who loves a snowy theme at Christmas. So this sort of goes a wee bit further up to the top according to the sketch, so that's just what I'm using as my guide. Just make sure it takes with the embossing underneath, and then according to this goes on top like so. So we're just going to stick this together. I've already gone and used the Tailor Tag Punch to create this wee dip in in this one, sorry, and then I just laid that on top because when you slide it in you can't really see where you're going, and I wanted to make sure that I got this right, so I just cut it with the scissors. Works best for me. And there's the wee penguin sitting all like an Alice. So you have the choice. If you don't want to stamp them out, you can just use the papers and cut around them. I must check and see if the punch actually punches them out of the paper, which would be handy. Probably does. It usually does with Stampin' Up. So I'm just popping that on there, and this will sit at the top. It doesn't go, when it goes to the top of the, my under layer, that's right, it doesn't go to the top of the card. So that's where I'm putting it. It will sit here. Then you need to cut yourself a 3 by 1 1/4 piece, which I've done here. And it is going to be here. So that looks okay so far. And then I've gone with circles for any shape. This black area says any shape. And I've punched a 2 1/4 and 2-inch circle punch, and that's going to sit like so. So I'm going to attach this on next. Plenty of layers in this, so it makes it nice and rich looking to give to somebody. Oops. So just line that up about there, leaving a wee nick of your paper showing. Just make sure you get that straight at the top. And press it all down. So we could do our sentiment now, which I've chosen an old Happiest Christmas Wishes. It's from an old set. I wanted something bigger than the wee sentiments that come with this set. Cute and all as they are, I wanted something just a wee bit more substantial, so I've gone with this. It's from Dashing Deer set. So it's great to get use out of your older stamps. I'm going in with it with the fresh freesia, just to keep it all matching. And hope I don't get any bad edges. So I have a fan on here and it's blowing all my stuff about. It is so hot. I can barely stick it. I am not good with heat. Not bad. So I wanted to keep it over because part of the circle is going to be covering that, so it would look a bit odd if I didn't. So we're going to layer this up, and we're just going to keep it flat as well because it's kind of under the circle, and that will be the piece that will get layered. So I'm matting it onto this piece. Sticky Mickey. Got a wee bit of ink there, yes, off my finger, so I'll maybe stick a wee gem there or something to cover it. So this now sits like so. Just if you're using a big circle like me, make sure you leave yourself enough room so that it doesn't look too silly. Actually bring that in a wee bit. So about there. Hopefully. Again, just sticking it flat. And then we'll have a bit of fun with our penguins. So get your stamped area ready, and we're going to stamp the wee penguin. But we're not using them all, so have yourself a piece of scrap paper. Keep your workspace clean. So we're going to do him in a memento. Just make sure he's well in because you want those black pieces nice and black. Right, so I don't want him up too high. I'm not showing the whole bottom. I'm not putting his feet in at this time, but I do want his wee hands in it, so call them hands, his wee wings. I'm just making sure all that ink goes onto my card. And that gives him just like he's popped up looking at you. So get rid of that, and we're going to do his beak. And I think the nicest colour, if you have it, use Bumblebee. And just pop it under his nose. And we need his dicky bow. Now you could raise the dicky bow up or not, whichever. I'm going to go with fresh freesia for that, just to tie it all in. And if you put it on and think it's too flat looking, then go back out and, or just stamp it again and cut it out and stick it over the top of it. I thought he would be cute all dressed up in this dicky bow for Christmas. So we're going now to do his antlers, and I'm going with Early Espresso for those, and I'm stamping them onto a scrap piece of card, and then I'm just going to cut around them. I think they'd be nicer sitting up. This is an old Early Espresso. So if I stamp that on, I'm going to lose part of his antlers, and I don't want to be fussing about pasting it. So I'm just going to run with the scissors and just cut that out like so, just leaving a wee tiny white area So I'll just pause this and cut round. So I have them cut out, and I'm just going to put a wee bit of glue to hold it in place. I'm not gluing the whole way up because part of it will be off the circle. So definitely glue is headband part if the glue ever comes out. Come on. Can't be done already. It's not working for me. Oh, did I get a trace of it? It's a bit dried up with the heat, you know that. Oof, now I'm going to get a blob. Typical. Right, get that and just make sure your wee penguin's straight. Pop that on his head. And leave it maybe sitting up slightly. Woo! My hands are all sticking. So, where are we? We can now stick this to our card. Use your or turn tape or whatever you normally stick your card to. I'm staying away from the edge as best I can, but I want a lot because of the embossing. I don't want it coming off in the fireplace at Christmas. That'd be a big crack, wouldn't it? So, line that up. That fresh freesia is just lovely. I love that colour at Christmas. So this is going to sit here. This boy's going to go on top. So I think I'll 3D him up. I think this is one of my favourite sketches so far. What number are we on? Number 5. So line that up so whoops that it's nicely in the centre. And then decide if you want to, you're giving a belly button there. Decide if you want that layered up again or keep it flat. I think I'll just go flat. Just close enough so that you can still get the sentiment easy enough. And there you have it. So I will have to add some wee tiny gem there and maybe want the start just to take that little smudge I got there. But that is card number 5 done. Make sure he's straight. And this is number 5. Same sketch, only for birthdays instead of Christmas. So either way, they look lovely and bright and fresh, and I love both those colours actually. So that's me. I'll be back again with number 6 in a few days' time. Thanks for watching now. Bye.